Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and oh, holy smokes, sweet Jesus Christ. So, when we talk about video games for the most of the time, we have pointed out all the fucking declining quality. We have pointed out all of the fucking shitty monetization practices like declining content, cutting content, selling you that said cut content as DLC, pushing microtransactions, in already existing games, they're making them live services, but also pushing microtransactions on top of it, moving the ability to own your game. So, over the last of time, we have seen all of that fucking dog shit happening through our eyes. How things got so much worse because of greed from this fucking corpus. That they still want to nickel and dime you because at the end of the day, where it all started by this industry when it comes to video games, it was because they were gamers making stuff for gamers. Nowadays, they're just fucking investors. This all oligarchy. So at this point, I don't know what to tell you. Greedy fucks, I think, is the most appropriate word right now to push the boundaries of how much you can inshitify a product and still double charge the people that you're trying to sell your shit. And well, car manufacturers are not exception from this case. We're seeing cars as DLCs. They're cutting parts of the car and selling you with a DLC and a subscription and a monthly subscription. This. So, well, I just going to read you this quick because I'm just losing my mind. So, Volkswagen's introduced monthly subscriptions to increase car power. You heard that right. So, imagine you're buying one of those cars from the standard for a cheap car, it comes with 4 cylinders. Now they're even trying to make them 3 cylinders and do all of this fucking nasty engineering in that car. To yeah, we aren't going to cut costs here. Oh, well, it's going to work with less cylinders. It's still going to be fun, and they're going to sell you that car like the same amount as the last one, which here, man, if you go on the second market, if you actually look for a car that at least doesn't have that much of a mileage, yeah, you're getting a better deal with this one. Even that's what I was telling to my father, where since he has an old car for the longest of his life, I'm going to tell you that that shit is going to goes the same. Not much, but the same. The the value is going to keep it same, or rarely could actually increase, because right now car manufacturers are going the same route as video game industry. Holy fucking hell! So let's read this article quickly. So, German car making giant Volkswagen has introduced a subscription for the UK customers wanting to increase the power on some of its electric cars. So right now they are doing this with electric cars because yeah, also with all of these fucking flaws of electric cars. I have seen articles from Elon Musk Tesla models cars crashing or just igniting themselves into flames with the drivers inside because it has that kind of security being installed into the car with no way of actually trigger an emergency self lock to just break through and escape. And with these cars, yeah, you're not having ownership. Even we have seen that when you try to change between owners or cars, yeah, even Tesla doesn't want you, but they are not going as far as Volkswagen, or maybe they just see in Tesla as competition. Because yeah, even though yeah, Elon Musk has done something good with the X platform, what I have to tell it that is, it triggers me the most is how he handles the, his car manufacturer practices. Because what people care, just like with video games, about a video game being good, decent, not buggy, broken mess. Yeah, cars, the less we can demand is if actually run. The less we can demand is they doesn't break at every 2 weeks. Holy fuck, man. And well, they're trying to push the into UK because the UK is so fucking cock. Seriously. How you're making Bolivia better? Hell, even Bolivia right now is just trying to overturn socialism. Just UK is going 1984 at full speed. So continue on. Those who buy an eligible car in its ID3 range can choose to pay extra if they want to lock the full power of the engine inside the vehicle. So you're selling the same car for anyone else, but you are charging extra more if you are just taking away part of that speed limiter that is in fucking code, man. I don't know if they're just doing that shit in Python or on PHP, if even that shit is just actually sending your data to the UK government because they also are trying to push for all those kinds of black boxes that send data. Yeah, this fucking dystopian, man. Oh yeah, 19 cars, 2000 cars, yeah, they are at this point the best option. You know, a Ford Ranger from 92, it's undisputably a better option. And that truck is not that much of a gas consumer, if you ask me. So, well, let's continue. Volkswagen says the quote-unquote optional power grade will cost 16.5 euro. Well, no, excuse me, not euros, it's pounds. Yeah, 16.5 pounds per month. You heard that right, per month, or 165 annually, or people can choose to pay the 649 for a lifetime subscription. Ah, this is madness. You know, if I want to share a little of a personal uh, part of my life, my mother got in a situation when she needed to help uh, a familiar member of her own that he was having so much trouble with health issues. But well, that person had problems translating himself. He was the only one capable of driving right now. So my mother actually helped that person to 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 actually drive like at almost 200 kilometers. And I'm making that in exaggeration. I'm telling you that within, yeah, because she told me that to me. And she managed to get that family member to the hospital. Yeah, she is the more capable driver here in this house. But why I'm mentioning this? Well, there are situations that where you can actually have an urgency. And sure, yeah, it is from time to time you can end up like, well, doing some infractions there, getting fined because you reach the speed limiter and officers actually know what you did and is chasing you. Even to my mother, she told me that yeah, she actually got stopped by the police, and well, she explained the situation, and the police law enforcement actually helped her to reach the hospital faster. But what is going to happen when they are pushing this nonsense? So if you are having an emergency of between life and death, and well, medical services they cannot reach to you, but you have someone that actually can help you. You're going to actually, you're going to trust that person, but you're not going to trust the fucking car because that car is saying, oh no, we need to go to 40 kilometers. Oh no, this route can only go 20 kilometers, 10 miles. Oh no, 5 miles. Oh, you tried to overreach the speed limiter. You are going to end up with that movie where Kevin Spacey, I wanna kill my boss. We know when the car was recording the conversations and the car immediately stopped it, shut down, and called it police. They're reaching to that dystopian, and that's why I'm just losing it. And the fact that, yeah, they're doing this shit. Yeah, those car companies that are trying to push this whenever they're European, Japanese, American, the all deserve to go bankrupt. Seriously. This kind of shit is just disgusting in so many levels. And a car is a necessity because whenever your town, wherever place you are, not always you can rely yourself on public transportation. Hell, you can also be at risk of that once, depending on where you're living has some kind of crime statistics pointer. Seriously, this is just nuts. So, well, continue on. We are going to end this. The firm said it was quote unquote offering customer choice within the feature. Ah, nah, man. Fuck you. Fuck you. Acto Express, who first reported the story, said a lifetime subscription would be for the car rather than the individual. But if you change from within owners and you are having this ID verification included in the car at digital level, yeah, it's just going to be like those Tesla cars, seriously. Ah, boy, so. Meaning the upgrade will remain on the car if it was sold on. Press X to that, man. You cannot trust them. Oh, it was just DLC. Oh, it's just microtransactions. Oh, but it is to give you better service if you are connected to this server for the rest of the lifespan of the game. They are doing that shit, but with cars. But Volkswagen perspection told the BBC they believe it, giving people the option to purchase more power for the cars is quote unquote nothing new. The fact that this fucker is just saying nothing new. Historically, many petrol and diesel vehicles have been offered with engines of the same size, but the possibility of choosing one with more potency, they said, more horsepower. I got news for you. You know why with the Japanese cars, the Nissan Skyline GTR 24, the Toyota Supra, even the Mitsubishi GTO. Yeah, I remember that car. The Mazda RX-7. They sold you a car with standards of quality that the engine, yeah, it was designed to be a sports street car, but that those cars have engine blocks that you could upgrade, you could tune, exploit their maximum potential if you were willing to put that money and effort on it. They were free. They had that option in quote unquote free. And I know they have sold many times other cars like different versions of a Challenger, of a Charger, a Ford Mustang. But they also taught people the way how they designed those engines, well, they could be upgraded. Right now, the best you can have if the part of the engine is at least 60% metal and the rest fucking plastic, which is this is getting insane. And yeah, just doing these semantics. Oh, but it's in the past. It has been like that, without taking in consideration what we have said that these fuckers they are just inshittifying the cars. Well, let's continue on. They added that the power overs will allow customers to opt for a quote unquote sportier driving experience at any time. Selling the same car and now right now they move the goalpost that sportier is just unlocking taking away that DRM block. Yeah, it's a fucking DRM since they're pushing this in electrical cars. Oh man. Rather than coming in from the outside with a higher initial purchase price. You know what happened to Volkswagen, man? I remember when my mother had one that the first generations of the Golf, the Rabbit. Seriously, even that car it didn't break at all. She had to sell it for something more bigger because she wanted to, and well, now she is to this day she's having that remorse for selling it because with, even in an issues with 90s cars, it demands a lot of repairs and parts that needs to fix to keep it up running. But even to that complaint, it's not as bad as we are seeing here. So even this, other vehicle manufacturers such as BMW have introduced similar subscription-based add-ons in the past, such as a 4-heated seats and steering wheels. A fucking steering wheel! Yeah, you need to pay a subscription to actually turn it to the left, or to right, or keep it straight. And Mercedes introduced an online subscription service in the US in 2022, which allowed customers to make its electric car speed up quicker. Oh man! And you know what? Yeah, some cars, petrol cars, gas-powered cars, diesel cars, they they also have speed limiters, but those can be tuned out by someone that actually knows what he's doing, a mechanic that knows what he's doing. Yeah, he can remove that shit. But since with the problem with the electric cars, they are just or tied to a computer, and also they need to sell your data, being like a fucking cell phone. Yeah, fucking dystopian. The UK is fuck. It's a number of respondents who say they will pay for connected services has fallen from 86% in 2004 to 68% in current year. This is despite a wider embrace of subscription in general. Nah, go fuck yourself. I have to say, yeah, who are interviewing this? Now, if you're telling your client to do the interview, oh yeah, we want more of these subscription models, go fuck yourself. Nah. And even if there's someone that actually is willing to accept this, you know what? I already said what happened with those burning Teslas. You are going to encounter the same shit. At this point, I don't have sympathy for you. At least I'm going to laugh. Yeah, I'm going to laugh at your misery and that's happening to you because you choose a Darwinism award. You are going to earn one of those real fucking quick just for choosing those. And even my complaint with electric cars wouldn't be this bad if they actually were reliable. They weren't cheaper. They were cheaper, but no, they are not. They are expensive. Car is even I was watching one of those cars that were trying to sell in Mexico for around what is it 45 40k 40k dollars or 50k, and then someone in the comments commented saying, you know, I bought for less than 1k with that amount of money a Chevrolet Aveo. At this point it self-explanatory, a gas powered car, yeah, more cheaper. Yeah, and because there are shit tons of those. But you know, this shit is happening because these fucking fascist governments that they are so embedded with these fucking corrupt companies to push more regulations, and also those car manufacturers that they still want to make line go up even though they are just failing miserable at it. They really want to make all that money, squeeze what is remaining of their customers that can afford to put all that money. But no, I think even those guys are not having it. We saw an example with a Dodge Challenger electric version. Yeah, they're not even selling it. That shit just straight at collapse himself. Just like fucking Jaguar. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.